This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes. This is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Storm Collectibles Mike Tyson. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Storm Collectibles box, with Mike Tyson in gold lettering on the bottom left. Turning the box around, we can see multiple panels showcasing the figure in multiple posing positions with his different interchangeable parts and accessories. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Mike Tyson out of the box. And man, I am in love with this figure. I am a super huge fan of Mike Tyson and a big fan of what Storm Collectibles has been doing. They have done an amazing job with this piece. And if you're a fan of Mike Tyson like I am, you will absolutely love this action figure. He's very well done, very great articulation, really cool accessories, and overall just an awesome piece. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Mike Tyson does come with a decent amount of accessories. Starting off, he comes with 3 interchangeable head sculpts and 3 championship title belts. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Iron Mike Tyson. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Mike Tyson. Now I'm very stoked to check this figure out because probably like a lot of you who are big boxing fans in the 80s and the 90s, you absolutely loved Iron Mike. He was just a beast, or maybe you hated his guts because he was beating all the guys that you did like, but he was just so incredibly dominant, and I'm stoked that we got a really cool figure of him from Storm Collectibles. So they did a great job. I love the sculpting and the skin tones of all of this. It just looks really nice. All of this looks really accurate. The face sculpts look fantastic. We even got his tattoos right here, Mike, and the little cross right there on his forearm and whatnot. All just looks very cool. Got his signature high top black shoes, which is funny. I like that a lot. Just very classic vintage Mike Tyson. His old school black trunks from Everlast. And I love the fact that this is actually a licensed product through Everlast, so it's official, you know, with that on the right there and on the gloves like that. That looks really cool. I love that it's soft goods. I love that so much. I'm a big soft goods guy when it comes to certain figures, so that works out very nice and doesn't hinder articulation whatsoever. So I think that works out very nicely. But again, just the sculpting and the paint apps and whatnot are all very clean. Even like the fade on the hair and whatnot all looks really nice. Just very well done. Storm Collectibles does an amazing job with this kind of stuff. So let's take a look at some of the interchangeable heads here. So we do get the standard head. It's just a pretty straightforward stoic head of Mike Tyson and whatnot. No crazy facial expressions. That's the one we get packaged in the box. And then we do get one with kind of his lips puckered a little bit. You know, like he's plotting a shot right there, or he's gonna, kind of doing that whoo kind of, I don't know what that is, but you know what I'm talking about. Then we do get one where he's kind of more gritting teeth and whatnot, and I love that one a lot because that's more, the sculpting now looks really good. You can see even the lining of the cheeks and whatnot, all just looks very nice. I think that worked out great. So how these just work out, they're just standard ball pegs that we see with a lot of figures. Just pop off just like so, and you take another head and it pops on fairly easily, and it stays on there pretty tight, so that works out great. And again, I just love the sculpt of this particular head. I think it looks really cool, so I love that a lot. We also do get some belts, which I really do think are awesome. Starting off, we get the WBC belts, which I think is pretty cool. I love the paint apps on that with all the little flags and whatnot, the color tone of that green. I love the belt buckle of all that. It looks really cool, and the plates and all that just look very nice. We also get the WBA belt, I believe this one is. I love the black strap, very traditional and whatnot, and I love those gold plates, just look very cool. Just really nice solid gold paint that they use for that. Then we get this red belt, which is really nice, which is, I believe, the IBF belt. And I love, love, love the sculpting on that one with the wings and whatnot, and the little like bird, or I don't know if it's an eagle or a crane or whatnot. In the center just looks amazing. I dig that belt a lot, and he'll be definitely going on that one. So how these belts work, they're kind of like if you've ever had a WWE Elite belt and whatnot from like Mattel and things like that. They have the little peg holes like so, and you got the little peg on the back like that. So if you really just want, and it's a little tight fit, I will say that, because you have a wide waist in combination with that with soft goods trunks, so it makes a little bit of a tight fit. So you kind of just wrap those around like that, and then you get the little peg, and then you peg them in there like so. And again, it could be a little tricky because the peg is a little thick, so it's a little hard to get in there, but you can do it like that, and then you can see how it looks like so, and you kind of just maneuver it around until it works out pretty good. So that looks great. I love that a lot. So very, very nice. All right, now, so let's take a look at the articulation, because Storm Collectibles really shines when it comes to articulation, even with these big bulky figures, which is very impressive. So anyways, the head is on a ball joint, so it does roll around like so. It does turn left and right, up about that far, down about that much, pivot side to side. It is worth noting that this whole upper torso piece, right, his pecs and whatnot, all along his shoulder blades, that is a softer plastic, and it is actually a separate piece that kind of just floats over the interior structure of his actual frame and whatnot, which is very, very nice. Arms can go full 360 up and out that far, which is very nice. We even do get a butterfly joint in there, and because this is a soft goods material like that, when you come across the chest and whatnot, you can actually get well, that popped out of the socket, but you can get that across the chest very nicely, and lots of good like punching poses and whatnot, which is very, very cool. It does rotate at the bicep. We got a double jointed elbow that only bends slightly past 90 because he's just so muscular and whatnot. Rotation at the wrist, but these actually are on ball pegs, so you can roll them around a little bit, but mostly just gonna swivel. We get a double ball peg right here, just below the pecs, and then one below the stomach. So this rolls around like so, turns side to side, pivot side to side, crunches forward about that much, back very far like so. We got hip joints that kick forward that much, and again, not hindered because of those soft goods trunks. We kick back about that far, can do the splits about that much, rotation in the upper thigh. We got double jointed knees that work very, very nice. Rotation at the top of the shoe like so. We got ankle joints, as you point the toe up and down, a pretty decent ankle rocker, and then we do get toe articulation at the tip right there. So very, very cool. So overall, I think this is a really dope figure. Again, maybe because I'm a little biased when it comes to Mike Tyson. You know, he's my personal favorite boxer of all time, you know, between him and Muhammad Ali, and that's always like been considered one of the greatest like dream matches that we could probably ever see, but of course it'll never happen. But overall, I think Storm Collectibles did an amazing job. This is a really cool and awesome Mike Tyson figure, and I think you would absolutely love him for your collections. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Storm comparison, here he is standing next to the Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan. And just for fun, here he is standing next to Little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Storm Collectibles Mike Tyson. Now overall, I truly think this is one badass action figure. If you're a super huge fan of Mike Tyson from this era, you will absolutely love this piece. Almost everything that Storm Collectibles does is very well done. The sculpting, the paint apps, the articulation are almost perfect. I love his accessories and those interchangeable heads and those awesome championship belts. Just make this for one totally rockin' action figure, and I think he is definitely a must get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.